Yes, today we are discussing about a lesson 4, right? Yes, in this lesson, so we discuss about power clips, right? Power clip means it is an object contain one object inside of another, right? This allows us to incorporate photographs into our designs, right? Right. Next, applying power clips, right? Then shaping commands. CorelDRAW has a great shaping commands to speed the object creation process, such as trim, a weld, intersection, and boundary. Will also find 3 other shape commands at your disposal, right? Simplify, front minus back, and back minus front, right? First, let us check about applying power clips, right? So for that, I'm taking the new file, right? Here suppose I'm explaining power clip. So there is an object, and here one more object I created, right? So select any one and right click and power clip inside, right? So there is in right click, or otherwise from object also you can find power clip inside. So next, immediately you will find one, the black arrow. So black arrow you can keep on that side, right side, so automatically it is added into power clip, right? This is power clip. Suppose otherwise you select this one and right click, power clip inside, and now you can add the power clip here, right? So it is inside, it is reached inside. Suppose the both shapes are equal, so we are not getting properly. So I want to create this one and I want to fill this, right? And now power clip inside, and see it is already power clip got inside. So for that there is an options, edit power clip, and here select power clip contents, and here extrude contents, and here log contents to power clip, right? Inside the other things are there, center contents, fit contents proportionally, fill frame proportionally, stretch contents to fill frame. So these are the options. I'll explain about all these things, right? Suppose the same power clip I'm trying to apply on image, right? What will happen? Let us see. For that I'm taking file, import. So on desktop find a reference images. From reference images, so I'm planning this and suppose this, right? And import. So I imported these two, right? You can make it bit smaller this. And now I want to add power clip. It's already added here, so keep this side, and again this is my box here, right? And you fill color, or otherwise leave it as it is, no problem. Then select this butterfly, so keep this image here, select this butterfly and right click, power clip inside, and get, see, it is added into that. But here there are options are there, so edit power clip, right? So you can edit your power clip by moving this, right? Suppose I want this power clip option to this left wing, right? After moving that, give the tick mark, it is already added, right? And again after that, here we have select power clip contents. So power clip contents are there, so you can add that anywhere, right? And here extrude contents. The extrude contents, suppose you are moving that, but there is a option, hold F to ignore power clip frame and place object here. So hold F, I'm holding F, and suppose see, you are avoiding that power clip, and now you leave this, right? Right. Right, now you release that F, then it is automatically getting into power clip. So that's it. So now here, lock contents to power clip. Suppose I'm locking the power clip, just click on that. Now you drag your box here, see, your box only coming, see, there is no power clip. So because when you reach that area, because here that area you locked power clip, so when you reach there, it is automatically adding into that, right? So because we already locked that, so unlock this. And again here, if you see this center contents, right, center contents are there, and fit content. Suppose if I click center contents, see, the contents reach center, right? So Control Z, then fit contents proportionately. See, your contents proportionately fitting into that, right? And fill frame proportionately, your frame is proportionately filling, right? And now stretch contents to a fill frame, see, it is stretching. So as per our requirement, so we can edit your power clip. So that is, suppose here power clip inside, because it is already power clip, it is there in power clip, and again I'm planning, I applied on that, because see, it is applied. Suppose here Control Z, right, and power clip inside. So I'm trying to this, but it is saying what, the object you selected is invalid. Do you wish to try again? No. So because the problem is, this is already image and this is already image. Between two images you cannot apply power clip. One must be drawing shape, right? One must be photograph, or otherwise within two shapes you can apply power clip. One shape and one photograph you can apply. Between these two images, you cannot apply power clips, right? But here it is applied. The reason is, it is there inside one shape, right? Suppose let us try, we'll take one more import, right? I'm taking this, yes, this, and import right here. So Control Z, I'll take Control Z, yeah, this is, yeah, and I'm taking import again now. Yes, this is. Now you select this, right click on that and power clip inside, see, it's not going, right? And again right click and power clip inside, try inside, it is not going, because here you select this and power clip inside and get inside, because it is reached, because there is a outline shape already we gave, right? That is the reason it is getting into that. Yes, now you delete this. Suppose you delete this, right? Suppose here I'm tracing this bitmap. I want to do something, right? So detailed logo, in this detailed logo I'm tracing this. Yes, I trace this and say OK. Just you move that. So this is your drawing. Just you can click on that and apply color. Yeah, this is this is image and this is your traced one. Here you can apply these things because it is not traced properly, so we trace it again. Weight tracing and detailed logo, it is traced right in detail. I want to remove this. I want to remove this color. So here with shift I am applying here, sorry, not on I, here. Right, perfect. And now say OK. And next just keep that side, and this is your traced one, right? Say applied here, the traced one, and this is your image, right? Keep this side, one side, and get here, and here I'm applying the same thing for any object. Like suppose here I'm creating one object with pen tool. Suppose here right, this is my object, like and give some shapes with the shape tool. Yes, something like one container that look like the flower vase, right? You can give shape here. Right, you drag this, just look like a shape. Yeah, here this point is required because that edge and this point, this node is required. Okay, so we are planning just rough. Yeah, this is just you give it to this is our shape. So here fill with any color, just like, right? On that you can apply power clip inside and get here. See, this is, so on objects you can apply power clips because on that it must be red or some dark color I want, right? In dark color I'm applying, right? Right click and power clip and get inside, right? So beautiful. See this, the shapes you can create nicely by using these power clips. right? Anyway, how you want you can modify that. Okay, just keep this side. So these are the power clips. Mostly power clips we use for real-time designs, right? Suppose you are planning a brochure or poster or any commercial work, we use these things, right? And next thing is about shaping commands. The CorelDRAW has great shaping commands to speed up the object creation process, such as trim, weld, intersection and boundary. You will also find 3 other shape commands at your disposal. So simplify front minus back and back minus front, right? So these are what? Shaping commands. Shaping. Suppose here we give one shape right, and over on that I'm giving one more shape. I'm giving one more shape. So you can keep this center, and I want to include, see, by pressing shift on keyboard, select this one and the other one also, both should select, and you can observe at property bar. So at property bar, if you observe, the shapes are visible, right? See here, combine objects into a single object with the common properties. Suppose if you select one, you cannot see here, right? So you must select, it should have 2 shapes, then only visible. So combining, so just click on that, so it is combined as one, right? Suppose the same thing we fill with the colors, then we understand. Yeah, so one red and one with yellow, right? Now you select this by pressing shift. Now you click here, the combine, see, it is combined, right? So when you work with logo designs and some kind of combinations you want to cut, so that time you can use this, right? And again, see, you can keep here, or otherwise same place I'm using, and with shift you can select these 2 and use here a weld, combine objects into a single curve object with a single fill and outline. The single fill and outline. See, this kind of shape, if you want to design in logo or otherwise one kind of shape you want, by combining these 2 shapes easily you can create that. And next here, the trim, cut out a portion of an object by using the shape of another object, right? So trim means cut off a portion, just click on that. Now see, just you select that and move down, so just look like head and that body, so it's kind of cutting it is, right? So Control Z and Control Z, and again 2 objects selected with the shift, and now you check this intersect, create an object from the area where 2 or more objects overlap. See, the intersect, see this portion, it is intersected. So very nice effects we get. And here you see this simplify, so trim overlapping areas among objects. So see, yes, it is trimmed. See, this is nice, right? Very interesting shapes. right. Now you can keep here, and with shift select this also. And now come to other one, front minus back. Remove the back object from the front object. See, it is removed. And Control Z. Now we click on that back minus front. Just click on that back minus front, right? And Control Z. The last one is option create boundary. Create a new object that surrounds these selected objects. Yes, click on that, and now you can enlarge this with shift. See, already duplicated the same shape and adding as outline. So within that you can apply any color. See that color applied, but it is filled, overlapped on that object. Now right click here, order. So to back of layer, see, so it is already taken as outline boundary, right? So these are very interesting objects and that shapes. So this we say as shaping commands, right? The shaping commands we use in creating logos and creating vector shapes, that kind of easy vector shapes, right? So these are the things, topics today I explained. The next day we check about other things in CorelDRAW, right? You also practice this, then we'll understand. Thank you.